on time, rising up as a chorus.
Hey guys.
Hey, it
So
looks like
here we
we're
are. Oh, we're back.
we're in the Olympic bobsled race or something.
Yeah, I think we talked about this the last time, but this is a very Japanese like mini game to keep in things, but they're not doing it the way that I would expect it if they were doing that one that Japan always uses, where you start at one point, then you go down, and any time you hit a branch, you have to take it. You know the one I mean?
Yeah, the ghost ladder or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck?
whatever that's called. That's clearly not what this is, but I don't know why they give this to us with like multiple pathways when you can just look and see where they go. But we're gonna fight this Rock Mario.
They probably just want to like let us see it so that we got to figure out how to approach each path, because you're gonna have to go around things.
I'm sure that's all that it is, to be honest. So is this giant metal Jigglypuff?
Doesn't look giant to me. Just metal.
We're giant, is the thing.
You know what? You're right. What the fuck?
Yeah, so this has got to be a giant metal Jigglypuff.
Yeah, there we go. I forgot. We should probably not be giant and metal all the time.
Yeah, probably not. I kind of, I think I mentioned that a while ago, but it's seriously like, we need to be careful because we are really OP occasionally.
Yeah. And you're still, like, you're still happy with Joker?
Yeah, well, for the time being,
Yeah.
I'll switch over to something else in a little bit here, but for the time being, yeah, we're playing as Joker.
Yeah, it's, I still, like, people are crazy for him right now, because I guess people liked Persona anyways, but now it's like, oh, well, now we have a reason to talk about it again. It's like, the internet's all up on that, and I'm just looking, like, I haven't played that game. It's just, I'm looking, it's like, I'm happy for you guys.
Yeah, well, it's a really good franchise.
I'm just like, I don't know him.
There's a very good chance, based on internal leaks from Nintendo, that this E3 they're probably going to announce Persona 5 for the Switch. So if that happens, I mean, that'll be cool. I think we've talked about this already, though.
Yeah. You had been theorizing that they're waiting till E3 to drop who the next DLC is.
I don't think I talked about this on camera, but yeah. So because we haven't gotten any like confirmation on who the next person in Smash is, I am willing to bet that it is probably going to... We've gotten that button before, right?
I don't remember.
That button doesn't look very pressed, but I can't really tell. Okay,
yeah.
the gate's open over here, so yeah, we must have.
Yeah. I like how this looks like when you crop this part of the map, it looks like it could have been a Breath of the Wild map, and there's just a wild Bokoblin just wandering here.
I was gonna say,
path.
like, yeah, I kind of noticed it too. But, yeah, no, I was talking about this off of camera, and it's like, there's 4 of them. The fact that they haven't announced...
They're adorable.
Well, he's the first one, and then these are the little ones. So he's
got a club because he's the boss.
Yeah, because he's the boss Bokoblin. Oh god, Joker's got like no like range on his sword. He doesn't really need it because he has the gun, but at the same time, it's like, come on,
You know what we've never done?
What's that?
We have never zoomed in on someone's face when they have spicy curry. Apparently, all the characters freak out.
Well, let's see, shall we?
We might not be able to when you've got a lens flare.
That looks pretty freaked out.
That's the punch in the face.
Yeah.
Well, kick in the face. Well, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore.
It doesn't matter. It's just apparently every character has like an expression they make.
But yeah, I was talking about this off camera, and it's my original idea was that they were going to probably be releasing a character every 2 months, which would make sense in my brain, and that they would go ahead and announce a character during the off month, which I still think that would make total and complete sense. Because they haven't announced anyone, I have to assume... Yeah, I noticed.
I have
to assume that what they're trying to do here is they're going to wait until June, which is the next month, not the off month, but as the next even month, like the one where a character would be released, which also happens to be E3, and they're going to announce and release the character potentially within the same month.
Yeah, they had announced Joker at some award show, right? So,
Yes.
like, maybe they're just doing that. You know?
I mean, yeah, they could just be waiting until they have big
Publicity.
announcements. I would have thought that it would have come up for Evo, but it didn't, and it's just like,
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, somebody got a crab thrown at them.
I
Like
don't
a whole
follow.
ass crab.
I don't follow esports
Yeah.
of any kind.
Do you follow stories where people get whole ass crabs thrown at them?
I hold the Bill Gates releases mosquito story dear to my heart, and other nonsense like that.
It's weird. It was some guy in the, like, not the finals, but in an actual match. He won the match, and as he stood up to take his little, like, victory, like, oh, look at me, I won. Somebody just, like, reeled back and threw a whole ass crustacean at this man. And it's just like, oh my god. It was a Twitch joke, but at the same time, somebody threw a whole ass crab at a man.
I love the N64 Great Fairies.
Yeah, she's actually the best.
Yeah,
like,
like-
honestly, I think she's the best Great Fairy, if I'm to be real.
Yeah, like back
Wind
in the
Waker's pretty
day,
good too, but that's just an
yeah,
opinion.
back in the day, the Great Fairies were kind of considered kind of terrifying by
Yeah.
a lot of people
Well, they
because
were
they
sorta
just
supposed to be.
shriek and laugh. But I just looked and was like, oh, she's really happy and she's going to help
Ooh.
me. She's cool.
Yoshi's
she's a
Woolly
friend.
World. Neat.
The ones in Wind Waker are kind of boring, I feel. The
well,
ones
they're
in Breath
just-
of the Wild are kind of nice.
They look different because fairies are different. That game.
Yeah, but like in Wind Waker, they're just kind of pretty ladies.
Okay, I gotta go back to the gray pipe for this.
Like there should be some level of fear that you get out of looking at a great fairy.
All right.
Because they're not like monstrous, but they are fairies, you know? Like they are chaotic. So it should just be a giant, slightly intimidating lady who's just super helpful, but she shrieks. They're just fun.
Wait, what?
What are you doing?
I accidentally hit L. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to switch this around, but has it always been that you couldn't see the actual skill of the character on the screen?
Some of these just don't have skills. They're just for the
I
stats.
swear that's not what's going on here. Because
I think it is.
Oh wow! So it's just picking random ones.
Yeah,
without
that
any
one had a
skills.
note for can be enhanced.
Why?
It
Whatever.
just- it's
it
going
doesn't
off of
matter.
the
It's
typing.
something so small, so who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What were we saying?
The Great Fairies are cool.
Yeah.
I think you were trying to say some other thing about Evo?
Yeah. Well, just somebody threw a crab at a man at the Melee tournament.
And it was a dead crab,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, because Melee's dead. Crab rave.
What?
It's a Twitch joke. I said that already.
I mean, like, it was not a live crab.
No, it was a dead crab.
Just like from the supermarket.
Yeah, somebody picked it up from like a crab store.
A crab
whatever
store.
that is, you know. Yeah, a crab
The
store.
seafood department. Do you remember
Yeah.
back in the day when they had live tanks? Does that happen anywhere anymore?
There are some places that still have live tanks.
you have to
It
go to a
depends
specialty
on.
place for that?
So it depends on where you're getting crab. I have talked to a friend recently who pointed out that apparently his local Walmart still has lobster tanks.
Oh, man.
And I was just like, what part of the world do you live in? And he's like, oh, Nebraska. And I'm like, oh, that kind of makes sense, actually.
Do we have lobsters in Nebraska?
Yeah, I guess. In a tank.
Uh,
Okay, so with that one dead,
Okay.
we no longer have to worry too much about that pathway. So now we just want to keep moving up, I guess. This is from the 1080
oh,
series.
I forgot that was owned by Nintendo.
Yeah.
1080
now it is
snowboarding.
anyway.
Did they had an N64 game and a GameCube
Yeah.
game? Did
I
it continue?
I
think there was a GameCube game.
Maybe? I think so.
I just know that it was something that would show up in Nintendo Power back in the day as just being a game that people played, but that I never had it.
It's different from like
Snowboard Kids?
Snowboard Kids,
Which
right?
had a much better
It wasn't
aesthetic.
1080 Snowboard Kids. Like, was
No,
that?
no, they're
okay.
different. And Snowboard Kids had
I was worried for a second.
like cartoony style to
Oh
it.
yeah, no, I remember.
1080 had like realistic humans, but it still had like wackiness to it.
Wow.
Like they were wacky humans, but they weren't
that
cartoons.
refit trainer just insta dead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How like snowboarding still exists as a thing.
Yeah, snowboarding
right?
is still something
like,
that people do.
It was big in the 90s for the, like 90s.
Is that like a sport
like that.
would just vanish?
Yeah, no, no one does extreme razor scooter tricks anymore.
I mean, not that we know of. I'm betting
that's
there's still
right.
people out there.
That's fair.
Let's see, 84. We don't quite have enough for any of the really, really big ones yet. I think we were moving down this path because this gives us like auto metal killer, air attack up, and poisoned smash.
Yeah, that sounds really broken.
But we're gonna have to get 100 for that, which is no penalty for continuous dodging.
Okay.
Let's see. What are some of the other really cool? I remember just that there were some really interesting, really broken ones in here.
Yeah.
Like an additional midair jump.
Yeah.
Like, what in the actual fuck?
I don't know. I really
Okay.
don't.
Yeah,
Well, they
that's
made
fair.
some of these fights hard enough that you're gonna need some of this.
Yeah. You know what? That's not even wrong. You were totally and completely correct.
So, Absol is being
It's Wolf.
represented the most edge furry way ever.
Yeah, a little bit.
Which is correct for Absol. That's literally what it is. It's just
Wolf with a sickle.
just a goddamn goth dog. I love Absol.
Absol's head is actually a sickle too.
And also vaguely a yin yang.
When it mega evolves, it gets angel wings as well.
Yeah, that thing is amazing. I love Absol.
Yeah,
It's
Absol's
just,
actually pretty great.
like it's kind of self-aware,
Yeah,
really. It's like you can't take Absol seriously.
it barely takes itself seriously.
Yeah,
No,
it is.
that's
It's
mean.
basically just the Wolfaboo spirit mascot. It really just. As a high schooler,
Oh. This one isn't even all that high, like, star-wise. I think it's because I didn't realize that this was a stamina fight, so I was trying to knock him off the stage that entire time.
Don't do that. I wasn't
Yeah.
looking either, though. Oh, no, it's
I
not.
wasn't
It's
either.
percentage.
Oh, then how did I die instantly? What the fuck?
I don't know. It's just Absol's good that way, I guess.
Maybe?
Just fight. Don't try to
I am.
charge stuff.
No, I'm trying to fight. I was doing more damage.
Were you?
Yeah.
Because, God, he is OP.
He is actually beating up. This is like a 1-star fight.
Was it?
Well, it's really low. I remember that.
Maybe you're just out of practice
Ah.
with Piranha.
Maybe. Yeah, do you see that? Okay, well, it just kind
Is
of
that
vanished.
a thing that Death Scythe does?
You know what? Maybe it is. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to switch my character.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a 1-star fight.
Huh.
Look at
then
that.
you just need to kill it fast, I guess.
Wow, yeah, I feel like a scrub for losing to that.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
This is practice.
I hope. Let's see. I am going to go Bowser on this guy. And I'm going to go ahead and change my fighter spirits. So let's just change over to unflinching charge smashes with an auto heal.
That's OP.
Yeah, a little bit. That's fine.
Anyways, when I was in high school, I had a collection of Absol on my Sapphire version.
Yep.
And I gave them all, like, names that I got from, like, looking up in an online dictionary what, like, the Japanese words for things were.
Yeah.
Because I was in high school, that's just kind of what you do.
Yeah.
And I had an army. On my computer, and I've posted this online in the past, but I don't know, it's going to be hard to dig up, but, like, I had a chart that I had made that was labeled the Absol inbreeding chart, where I just did not want to inbreed any of them, so I just kept track of, like, who was bred to who.
Yeah.
And it's the most, it was done in MS Paint, and it was just tons of just the same sprite over and over with different names next to them. And then there were a few other things thrown
that
in,
makes
like I had
sense.
some Pikachus that were in the
Yeah,
family.
I remember because you wanted specific attacks and stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh, Condor. Nice. It's Ridley.
He's a bird.
It's Ridley, and he's a bird. By the way, I don't know if I've ever pointed out that I own Ice Climbers. Have I?
I keep forgetting.
game? I actually do like Ice Climbers. That was... I don't want to say it was like, oh, it's a legitimate part of my childhood, because I didn't get it until, like, middle school. Somebody gave it to me because they knew I had an NES and they had a copy of Ice Climbers. But, like, I really like Ice Climbers.
Yeah, we should play it maybe someday or not.
Okay, so you want to see Bowser's curry face, you said?
That
That's
just kinda looks
Bowser's
like a
curry face.
Bowser face.
Yeah, it's just a Bowser face.
I mean, he normally breathes fire. Some of the other characters, though, apparently they freak out, or
I'm
their faces turn red and a bunch
Yeah,
of
that
other
makes
stuff.
sense.
It's not surprising that Bowser doesn't care.
Yeah, Bowser strikes me as the kind who wouldn't give two shits at all.
Bowser probably just eats curry, just the spiciest.
The path is frozen solid. You'll probably slip if you continue. Can I get to this rock, though?
Oh.
Oh,
I didn't think that was walkable.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just hit up when I touched it. Oh, break through the ice from Star Fox Assault.
Sure.
Okay.
He's just sitting down for a
Slow-ass
second.
turtle slide. Okay, so that's a polar bear, but he leads to a character.
As opposed to going the other way, which leads
Which is
to
Metal
space.
Gear Ray, which leads to space. Do you want to get the character or space first?
I want both. You can't just move around.
Yeah, I know.
right?
I'm just saying, which one do you want first?
I want the fighter first.
Okay, then we'll go through
Just-
the polar
it
bear.
seems important.
I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, wow, it tells
wants
me what
that.
it wants us to do then. Alright, let's completely ruin this polar bear.
It's a stamina battle, and there's earthquakes.
It's just a Yeti. It's not even a polar bear. Oh god, we're so slow. Or I'm so slow. I can't even tell which.
Did it? Yeah, it auto gave you falling immunity, so you're fine.
Yeah. Oh, but he's giant. I didn't even notice.
You didn't notice because you're both giant and also
know.
Bowser and Donkey Kong.
Oh, slow super armor. So that was his thing. You're always slow, but you have super armor on everything.
Huh, okay.
I think we've actually got a couple of spirits that do that. I just don't like using them. They always feel really bad because you're so incredibly slow.
Hey, who owns Rampage? It's an American company, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know
mean,
who
it's
it is.
definitely not Nintendo.
Oh wait, we could. Oh no. Oh wait.
That's
yeah, we
weird.
can just walk that way. What the hell is that?
Oh.
Okay, well the fighter is Ice Climbers. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, that makes sense.
let's just murder the Ice Climbers real quick. Talking about how much I like their game, and it's like, yeah, now kill them.
Hey, look. There's kids
I
on
would
the
love,
ice.
by the way, to get an Ice Climbers like reboot game
What's
in
a
the style of
dinosaur
like
to
Kid
do?
Icarus Uprising.
I keep saying that. You're just
Yeah,
saying
I
what
know.
I keep saying. What's a dinosaur to do when there's kids on the ice?
I like that they literally were just trying to shield that entire fight. And I just didn't give them the chance. I just kept breaking shields.
Yeah, it's odd because it's supposed to be them possessed, right? So why are they that scared?
Because it's giant metal Bowser.
I don't think that's true.
Oh,
Oh,
the ice is gone.
oh, we climbed the
Okay,
ice
Alright.
or something. What?
Huh. And a path opens up down here. I had noticed and mentioned that there was a weird... You could go up here, but it only let you go up here. And I was like,
yeah.
why does it only let you go that
Well,
high? That's
uh,
your answer. What is this?
Oh,
What the act? What?
So that if you couldn't beat the ice
Okay.
climber somehow, there you go.
Oh, okay.
To space. Well, I guess
Alrighty.
get through this guy.
Oh, whoops. Oh
You
no,
should
I didn't hit
probably
advance.
switch
Okay.
your party.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to a different fighter, and I'm gonna switch to my
up a
party
metal
run.
killer.
I thought I had accidentally just auto went in, and I was like, oh well, fuck. Like,
Pick someone you haven't been playing as.
I know. I'm thinking about it. We'll do some Little Mac, but I'll do the better costume for Little Mac. With a jacket and wireframe is like the best setup for Little Mac. It looks so cool. I don't know why.
Yeah, apparently, I I found out that the wireframe is sort of also representing a different character from a different Punch-Out game.
I think the main character, it's blonde Little Mac, right? Or
Something like that. I don't
'Cause
remember.
I know there's a couple different variations of Little Mac that you see throughout the other games.
It was
Like the arcade
implied,
version, I think.
Like it was implied to just not be the same guy, but just more or less the same role. For whatever it matters for Punch-Out continuity.
Oh, shit. Ow. Okay.
So this guy's a Metal Gear. Is that Metal Gear normally frog-like? Is there a reason they picked this
Which
particular...
one was this, Rex?
I don't remember.
Like, I guess you could argue that Rex is kind of frog-like. A little bit.
Okay.
I like that they gave it... It is a stamina battle. Which is kind of weird.
I mean, you don't expect
Oh, no, it's Ray. Yeah, it's Ray.
Kinda
He's
froggy.
a little froggy.
You don't expect to launch a giant walking tank off of the screen.
No, not
It
usually.
makes sense for it to be a stamina battle. You just gotta kill the robot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's also because I'm going to assume, you know, surprise, surprise, it's Metal Gear, which is like a game that does have, oh my god.
It's a lot of space.
This is really cool.
It's pretty.
It is. I really like it. Wow, it goes
Ooh.
right up against, what's his
But
face?
I don't think we can get to him
No,
this
not
way.
through here. I think we gotta go this way, or I think we might have to go over here and beat this
yeah.
one, which we've been working
It'll
towards.
unlock something.
To, like, open a rainbow bridge or some weird shit like that, because it doesn't look like we can get to this guy from over here.
Yeah. Can we see the full map real quick?
Yeah. There it is.
There's
couldn't
still
remember
so
how.
much.
Yeah, okay. Do you see the big red circle with the white line on the right-hand side of the map?
Yeah, where the bridge...
That is a crevice that we can't get over.
Yeah.
There is an entire map half over there.
Yeah.
Like, we still are missing, like, half of this goddamn map.
Yeah.
Let's go. Slippy.
Cute.
He fixed the R-Wing for us. Oh,
Yeah, we
cool.
didn't need to have Fox. We needed to have Slippy.
Yeah, because Fox is probably out here somewhere.
Some snacks for Slippy.
Let's see. So we could fight this Trace. We could fight Starship Mario. What do you feel like fighting first?
I don't know. And
Let's do
you
this
want to go
Metroid
through
enemy.
these areas instead of going through the castle?
For now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I like space. Space is cool.
Yeah. Like, are you just trying to go to the areas of the map we can get to before entering that dungeon?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's the general idea.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Works for
So
me.
I gotta worry because this Samus is going to be invisible very quickly. There it is.
Hey, can you explain to me, because I think you
Okay.
know it, what's up with the Little Mac and Samus ship?
It was something that Nintendo accidentally did, quote unquote, but it's just kind of a thing. Where it's, the idea is like, oh, Little Mac is supposed to be like 5'2", and Samus is like a 7-foot tall Amazon, and for the announcement trailer for Little Mac, they put Samus in it multiple times, and even had her point out the size difference as like a joke. And the final shot is Little Mac eating a sandwich with his coach, while Samus just kind of rolls around in their fighting ring.
Okay.
Like, while they're in the middle of training, Samus just shows up as a ball and just rolls around for a bit.
So someone in Nintendo maybe likes that ship.
Yeah, well, people saw it, and people saw what Nintendo was doing, where it's like, oh, well, they're just having their characters hang out, and people were like, it's adorable, like, Little Mac and Samus together. It's absolutely adorable, so people were like, let's just make this a thing, and it's like, yeah, okay. Honestly, that's, like, one of the few Smash ships where I'm like, yeah, I can get behind that, that's fine. Like, that's okay. It's not
them
terrible.
and Bayonetta with Pac-Man was what we decided.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of randomly.
People also have decided that Bayonetta is Joker's mom.
Is there a reason?
Just because they look
Is
very
this just because
similar.
Bayonetta is just accused of being people's moms?
No, well, kind of, but also because they look almost identical. There
okay.
is some very big similarities between the two of them. Oh, come on!
Dark-haired humans
with glasses.
Yeah. I mean, it's not super distinct, but I guess when it's compared to like These guys.
Mario.
This Little Mac and Ness are both human, and they definitely
Yeah.
don't look anything alike.
No, they look nothing alike. So there's a little, like a joke that I keep seeing where people are drawing like, it's okay, hold on. There we go. They're drawing Bayonetta driving a car with Joker and Kirby having eaten Joker in the back seat, and it's Bayonetta and then high school Joker and then little brother Kirby or whatever. And it's adorable, but at the same time it's like, oh god.
You know what? I don't remember if I've ever mentioned this about Little Mac, but I found when I was doing all of the Smash Popkas, which are done except for Joker, I should probably draw him.
Yeah.
But I noticed something.
What's up?
And this is not like a giant revelation because it's just kind of how it works.
Yeah.
But there is like one specific skin tone that almost all of the generic anime characters get in Smash, where it's like it's kind of pale, but not like, it's kind of like an orange pale, but it's like they're all kind of the same. So like all of the Fire Emblem guys and like Link and like almost everyone else has like this one generic skin tone. That Captain Toad isn't quite the same, but that's in the range.
I know what you mean. Like they're very, very light skin.
Yeah.
Little Mac is significantly darker. Is that what you're gonna say?
And I really appreciated that after having drawn like 5 different Fire Emblem dudes.
He's from New York.
I actually looked it up. I looked it up. Like, does Little Mac have like a canon ethnicity? And like the fandom decision was apparently probably Italian.
Yeah, he's probably an Italian.
Yeah. Like that's the thing that just generally bugs me with lazy art styles. It's usually just anime that does this.
Anime tends to.
There's one pale skin color. I don't want to say it's a Caucasian skin color because it's kind of just like pale. It could be Japanese, it could be whatever, but they just use kind of one. And unless your character is significantly darker, like it's a plot point, they're from somewhere else, like they're always just that one shade. And that's not how it works. You get people who are like pink pale versus like an orangey pale. You get people who are pale, but like older people might have a little bit more gray undertone. Like there's, skin is complicated.
I know what you mean.
But they're always just the one. So it was like doing all those like, oh, Samus and Zelda and Peach all look like they could be sisters. It's kind of boring and all this other stuff. And it's like, and then Little Mac and Snake is also darker.
Yeah, Snake is a little bit darker.
I think the idea with him is that he's supposed to be grizzled. Like, it's not that
he's
it's
just
not
very
that he's
tan.
any particular ethnicity. It's that he's like, he's leathery. Like, he's a little older. He works outside or something.
Yeah, kind of.
You know, that kind of construction worker tan.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I know what you mean.
Where it's like, this is just a guy who goes outside and maybe fishes all day.
Yeah, probably.
Everyone's got a grandpa that color.
I bet Snake would go out and fish all day, honestly. Like, I bet that is one of his pastimes. He seems like the kind of person.
Well, he already kind of looks like
he's fishing.
He already kind of looks like he's wearing a wetsuit, so I can imagine that he would just sit out there in a boat, and if he gets bored, he just picks up a knife and goes out and stabs the salmon instead.
Yeah. I could see that too, to be
Yeah.
honest. I'm going to try this as Little Mac. I might switch to Bowser because this is a 3-star, which means that they might be a little bit too strong for me to deal with this. I don't know. We'll see.
Sorry that the Little Mac skin color is nice is kind of a bad conversation to have when you're using wireframe.
It's
like you can't see it.
No, sorry about that. Hey, did it as Little Mac. I barely even moved. I was worried that the screen flip would throw me off.
Yeah, I hate those. I hate those.
Yeah, screen flipping is always such a gigantic pain in the ass. That's fine. It's okay. Alright. So, here's the edge of this galaxy. It's Gino!
He's from space, right?
No. And here's Master Peppy Hair.
That makes sense.
I wanna fight Master Peppy Hair. I'm gonna fight Master Peppy Hair. Defeat the main fighter to win. Reinforcements appear during the battle.
Oh, it's Bunny DDD.
He gets Falco and Fox. And yes, he's Bunny King DDD.
I guess that's as close as you're gonna get.
I think it is, yeah. Ugh, come on, come here, you giant ass. Fucking penguin.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, it is Peppy. He's kind of
Yeah,
old.
well, I'm trying to get a master spirit anyways. He's gonna teach us Peppy style.
There's two things that you have to know for Peppy style, and it's the trust your instincts
location
and
is now open to a barrel.
press Z or R twice.
Yeah. Air style is actually what this is called.
That is almost definitely
Hello
barrel
there.
rolls.
That makes your air power go up and your jump go up, but your ground power and your move speed go down. That's weird. It means you jump better and you do more damage in the air, but if you're on the ground, you do less damage, and also you're slower.
I like how he's just set up a little shop on
Some random planet.
on glittering anime Saturn.
Yeah. I like it too. Let's see. I'm going to do Bowser. I don't think I have to change the spirit because I think it's the good one right now. Yeah. But I'm going to change with the... oh no, that is still transformation duration. Okay. Because if I'm fighting a legendary, I got to make sure that I'm good.
Ooh, he is 4 stars, yeah.
It's Gino. He is
Said he was
4 stars.
sheep?
He's honestly a character who most people have been asking for. He's also 4 other characters. He's somebody that people have been asking for in Smash for like years and years. And
Oh yeah,
years.
this is just okay. Like I haven't really.
This is
I
just
don't-
Super Mario RPG.
I have very little experience with that game, but yeah, like
Yeah.
Kirby would be Mallow,
Mallow,
and then
and
you
then
just have Bowser and Peach.
Mario, Bowser, and Princess Peach. And your Mario is blue because I think that's the weird Mario you get in that game.
No,
Like,
I
he's-
think it's just
maybe I'm wrong.
they don't use the regular colors because these are spirits and they're in clones.
I guess maybe that's
Like
it.
I think that's
Maybe he's a
actually
different
it.
character.
Could be Luigi somehow
Could be
for some
Luigi.
reason, despite
I don't know.
Luigi being playable. But yeah, Gino is one of the ones that people have been begging for since like 64. But
Yeah.
because that game was made in partnership with Square, it was always kind of considered it's not a real Nintendo character. It's not a real Mario series.
Well, no,
It's
that's not even the argument. The argument is that it's not just that it's not a real Nintendo series. It's that Square owns Gino.
Oh, they just straight up
Yeah,
do?
they straight
Okay.
up own all of the original characters from Super Mario
Oh,
RPG
it's
are
like
actually
how-
owned by Square.
Diddy Kong Racing, they don't get Banjo in the remake or something. Okay.
Yeah. So because all of those characters are owned by Square, it's like Square's not going to give us permission. They're not going to let us do this or this or this. And I think recently, like within the last 10 years or something, Nintendo actually went and just asked if they could like have some of the rights over that again because it came out on the Virtual Console. And Squaresoft was like, yeah, sure. And it's like,
So really-
so you just have to ask. Like, come
There
on.
was a point in time where it kind of made sense to say, like, oh, that'll never happen. They'll never put him in.
Yeah, because
but
people
now
were like, oh, Squaresoft is like half owned by Sony, but it's like, not really.
It's totally viable now, especially because Cloud is in this game.
Yeah, right?
He's not even from a Nintendo Final Fantasy.
Yeah. People also forget that there's a long and illustrious history of Nintendo getting like Square characters to show up in other games, like White Mage and Fighter, I want to say, are constantly showing up in. There's the not in. It's not Mario Party, but it's the similar game.
Fortune Street?
I think that's the one.
Because I
they
know
also,
that sometimes has Dragon Quest characters.
They also showed up in 3-on-3 NBA Hoop
Oh, fuck, I
Street,
forgot that's a thing.
where Nintendo characters showed up, and then they had, like, I think it was Black Mage and Fighter show up in that game, or something weird like that. Like, it's just weird, like, okay, sure, why not? Like, characters thrown in.
God, that's such a weird game
Yeah.
concept. So who's this?
Falco.
Hey, one of my boys.
Personally, he prefers the air.
Don't you?
He doesn't say that anymore, by the way. That
Yeah.
was his thing that he yelled when he pulled out the Landmaster, and now it's just like, go get him, or something weird like
Yeah, I
that.
don't remember what it is now. But yeah, it was like he was complaining about the Landmaster.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want this
So now he
shit.
doesn't have to use it anymore.
And I get to use Falco.
Yep, from now on you can use Falco if you want to.
Yeah, if I take the controller from you
Yeah,
anyways.
if you want to take it, you can. I don't care.
Can I?
Well, maybe not right now. But let's see. Is there anything worth getting over here that isn't just these spirits?
I don't see where this connects to anything.
Why is the orange one not?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Huh.
I like the little
It's a little
spaceship down
confusing.
there.
Yeah, there's a little spaceship down there. I like that too. That's confusing. I guess I'm gonna go back. Do you want to go ahead and walk into the castle? We'll see what happens.
Sure.
Do we have anywhere left on the map to even check, really?
I want to say we've been in all these places. There's still a few fighters just sort of floating around.
There's still some fog on the left-hand side of the screen that looks like we can get to it, but I don't think we
could
can.
Easily just be a border.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
You know what?
There's a path going into it, though.
I do know that there is a... oh, not this way. Hold on. There is a character that we keep trying to get to, or like mentally just thinking about. It's the fighter that's all the way over here that has the weird like a let out to get to the fighter. And I recently was like thinking about that, and I think I know where that character, like where you have to go to get to it. I think it's that there. Okay. It's Captain's bus.
Sure.
So I think we have to go through Gengar and then this other one, and then yeah. We'll try it, I think. Okay, then I'll switch my stuff around, I think. Do this, do that. That's good. Wow, light Bowser. Because weight up. That's weird.
I don't think it's going to matter that much.
I don't think it will either.
You're still a Bowser.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
God, it's another Rampage fight.
Yeah, a little bit,
It's because you just keep using Bowser.
Yeah, I need to stop using Bowser.
I mean, if that's like your guy, then
well,
fine.
right now that's one of the characters that I know the best out of the ones that we have, because I like using heavy characters. I'm sure people have noticed this. Outside of like I'm decent with Mario and Luigi. Outside of those two, it's like I like Bowser, K. Rool, Piranha Plant, and Ganon. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
and in other games, you'll play, like, you'll be, like, the slow, powerful weapon choices.
Well, yeah,
like, you're a great sword in
fighting games, I tend to go with characters that are grapple or heavy characters.
Tager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashnard.
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. Man, what with dragon?
He might be the dragon.
I don't know.
There is a chance.
Fire Emblem's weird like that, yeah.
Oh no, he has a dragon on his party, so I guess they're separate.
I guess so.
It's just a purple Zard.
Yeah, big old purple Zard.
A lot of recolors in this particular Smash, I've noticed, don't do dramatic changes to skin or hair unless it's like a reference to something.
Yeah, like the Pokemon tend to get pretty dramatic ones, but then...
Well, unless they're the ones that would get hats.
Yeah.
Because, like, the different Pikachus have different hats, but their skin tone, fur tones are, like, maybe some of them are slightly lighter or darker yellow, but not enough. Yeah. And then this Charizard just, like, that's not even what a shiny looks like. That's just...
in fact, I don't...
That's just Barney.
Here's the thing, right? I don't think that shiny... Yeah, I know. I don't think that shiny Charizard is actually in this game, either. I think that there's a weird thing where they don't give a lot of Pokemon their shiny colors, which seems, like, really confusing, because you'd think that would be a slam dunk. It would be like, yeah, no, shiny color is, like, color 2. And I think this is the closest that Charizard gets, actually.
Weird. We might want to check that later.
Yeah, I'll check. We'll check that in a little bit. But it's like, I think that's the case.
Oh,
that was a bad move. I thought I could hit. How
many stars is this fight?
I think it was 2 or 3.
Okay.
I thought I could hit the Charizard on the way down and bounce off it, but I did not. that was not how that worked. Oh, oopsie daisy.
If you don't get it this time, I want to know.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not even a hard fight. It's just...
I know.
I'm trying to be fancier than I should be, I think.
Yeah. Which is probably to compensate for the fact that it's really easy to just rely on 1 or 2 moves with Bowser.
Yeah, it is.
As opposed to my style is usually that I like to kind of take advantage of the environment and then also run at things. So, like, I have to change stuff up now and then just because I can't take advantage of the environment the same way every time.
Yeah.
But you can just fucking sidekick forever, I
Basically.
guess.
Well, that's just his... Oh, come on.
My turn.
Okay. That's just his side smash, by the way. That's not even like sidekick is some kind of like, oh, you have to hit like a specific whatever. It's like, no, if he's moving and you hit the smash forward, it's just like, oops, there it is. Falco.
I'm just gonna, while we're here, point out, it's like it changes
birds.
his jacket.
It changes his
barely
his
changes his
feathers a little bit, and then the last one is big.
Yeah, that one's like
well,
there'll
there's
be
the
like
Black Falco in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, unless it's a distinct reference to another character, like Bayonetta can turn into Jean, like you don't get a lot.
Well, you always get the dark color and the pink color. So usually it's like literally just Shadow Link as an example of like the best version of the darker colors, and then you get things like Pink Falcon is the one that a lot of people like for the...
If they got rid of Pink Falcon, people would not buy the game.
Oh, well, there are some people who probably wouldn't, yeah. I don't know how much the Falcon badge is going to help you here. I'm going to be honest.
I don't know. It just seemed like
I don't think they're tossing at me projectiles.
It's fine.
I wish I was Ganon in this fight, because I feel like it would have been way easier as Ganon.
Wait, do we have
No,
him?
we don't have Ganon.
Oh, that's
That's
weird.
why I'm not Ganon in this fight. Yeah, right? It feels a little weird.
Okay, one thing I gotta remember is that this is a stamina fight, so it looks like
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything. I'm kind of doing something.
Sort of. You got it.
There we go.
Alright, can I take the controller back? Look, you won!
I know.
You beat the character I couldn't.
I know. But I don't get to
are,
keep the controller.
the best fighter. I'm sorry. I'm just moving us around in the overworld.
Okay.
Do you want to go
no,
back?
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Look, it's
Yeah, you
Captain.
can drive the bus.
If you knew a bus driver, they could probably drive you to another stop.
Oh my God, do we not-
have Captain? What?
What? There's not like another second bus driver we
Brewster
should
here,
remember?
Min. I don't think so. Ashley on
We
the
don't
side.
have to get like a crazy taxi character somehow.
No, Crazy Taxi I don't think has ever shown up on
Rover
Nintendo.
wouldn't count. He's just a passenger.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And we don't have
I'm gonna...
Captain from the Spirit Board either?
I swear to God we do. Am I wrong? Do we not?
No, I guess not.
Oh, I'm so sad about that.
He's got to be somewhere on the map.
Well, yeah, obviously.
He might be out in the water area.
Oh, man.
Because there's a little lake here.
I swear we got him out there, too. Like, I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else who drives a bus that we should know
I'm gonna
about.
take out all my frustration on Brewster. He's a Falco, you know.
Yeah. I mean, there's really only one good choice for birds. I mean, I guess you could do Pit if it was like...
Yeah.
If it was
I
a
could see
bird
that
with
working.
like maybe dove or swan stuff going on, because he's got white wings. I guess there's Dark Pit too. If
Yeah,
you want
Dark
just-
Pit is an option.
If you just want bird, it is a bird. It's not a person with wings. It's a bird.
Yeah.
You got your Falco. That's it. Does
Okay,
Isabel just
all right.
represent herself here?
Yeah,
She's
I think Isabel just represents herself.
She's just going to the cafe.
Yeah, because I think that every time an item comes out, a new character comes, and it's Villager.
Oh,
and
they're
Isabel
picking up their drinks.
and everybody else. Yeah.
I noticed when you auto-picked it, gave you stats raised after eating.
Yeah, I noticed too.
So I guess that's just how this is
Yeah,
going.
which is why I'm still eating stuff. Like every time that it shows up, I start eating. It's because I need
Okay.
those stats. Okay, I'm just getting ruined now. Oh, good. Come on.
Brewster, your cafe is not up to code. Your
not at all.
load-bearing pillars
oh
are
my god! I got ruined. Okay, I'm gonna switch to a different character real fast.
Ugh. How many stars was this?
Brewster, I think, was only 2 or 3. He wasn't that many. He's not legendary.
Hey, you played more of New Leaf than I did.
Yeah, what the? I hit. Oh, whatever. I swear to God, I hit change, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. But, like, There's a thing where you can just sort of be the barista
Yeah.
for a while
You can.
in Brewster's Cafe.
Yep.
What is the point?
He will give you coffee beans for it, and coffee beans don't really do anything.
Okay.
I never figured out what the actual point of it was. Like, the point of it.
Like, you find out how different villagers like their drinks or something, but it doesn't mean anything.
there's interactions that you get with those villagers that you only get because of that.
And is it with, like, everyone, or is
Yeah,
it, like, just some,
I think it's
like,
with
the
almost
generic?
almost literally everyone.
Okay. Like, do you learn any cool secrets from, like, Phyllis or anyone?
Think so?
Sable?
I'm not 100% sure. Okay, good. I just had to kill the Brewster. I thought so.
Okay, yeah.
So focusing on anyone else was kind of a bad
Yeah, you're just
idea.
killing his
And yes, he is
customers.
just a 3-star.
Who is your favorite Animal Crossing NPC?
I like Isabel.
Okay.
I don't know. Captain's really cool too. Tom Nook is really good, even though people don't typically like Tom Nook very much.
I'm the type who is suspicious of Tom Nook.
I'm not.
Which
suspicious
I think
of Tom
is
Nook.
fair. It is a fair assessment that this guy who owns all the land and the stores is a little suspicious.
Have you ever seen the argument that Nintendo made for that? Where they
What?
pointed out that it has never occurred to anyone who makes the Animal Crossing games that there was anything wrong with Tom Nook. Not a single person.
They were thinking of him as just being a game function, right? Like, they were just thinking, oh, well, we'll just centralize all of these things into this one NPC.
Yeah, it kind of boils down to
That's a monopoly.
There, what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a thing that happened where Nintendo, like a bunch of Nintendo representatives, were doing an interview, and somebody asked, like, oh, haha, Tom Nook, he's in charge of everything, he's kind of shady, isn't he? And the Nintendo representative kind of looks at the person doing the interview and goes, no, he isn't. Tom Nook's great. What are you talking about? And then they have to explain the concept of, like, oh, people don't like Tom Nook for this reason. And they're like, no, there's nothing shady about Tom. He's a great character. What the fuck? Like,
There's probably also a cultural sort of difference
sure.
wherein, like, the idea, like, isn't like a traditional Japanese thing is like, oh, you're employed in a company, you're there for life, and they take care of you.
yeah, kind of.
Sort of.
Even into the afterlife sometimes.
That's weird.
There are companies that include like contractual things where you will be buried in a company plot that is in Shintoism believed to always get you into the afterlife.
And it's kind of like a weird pseudo feudalism thing. Is that what they're
little
going
bit.
for? Sort of?
I think it may have started during the feudal era and they just never fixed the problem.
But in theory, it's not a problem.
Yeah,
It's
well,
just
in
a
theory,
function.
Yeah.
But then in America, that doesn't cross anyone's minds.
All right.
No one expects Ronald McDonald or Bill Gates to take care of them.
Yeah, nobody expects Bill Gates to give them a proper funeral.
No, if Bill Gates kills
Meanwhile-
you, you just rot.
Yeah, I was gonna
in
say,
a
meanwhile,
river.
Bill Gates is like sitting in his home with like a jar of mosquitoes, just like, I'm gonna bury all of them. And he jumps over a chair. Okay, when we come back, we'll do this. Before that, I think we'll do this one where we fight Rover and then get this other little thing here.
Yeah.
I would desperately like to take this bus, but we don't know who it belongs to.
Maybe we'll look for Captain on the spirit board.
I guess. So when we get back, we'll do this little stuff over here in the corner though, and then we'll finally bust into this castle and see what happens. I want to bet that like Simon Belmont is in there somewhere, maybe Richter.
Have we gotten any other crossover characters other than
I don't think
Joker,
so.
who's a
Not
DLC,
yet.
so they just gave him to us?
Not outside of Joker. No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna suggest that all of the
That
DLC,
they're on the other side of the
yeah,
light. Yeah, possibly.
I mean not DLC, the crossover character.
Possibly.
God,
okay.
did I just refer to non-Nintendo as crossover and then just assume that all these other Nintendo characters just normally hang out together?
Yeah.
I guess that's just how it is
You
now.
kind of did.
It didn't used to be.
We have 150, so we can actually get
Cool.
this thing. Do you
Do
want no penalty for continuous dodging?
I don't think I would ever use that, but we need it to
Yeah,
get further.
I don't feel like we use it very
I don't
often.
dodge, ever.
I mean, we do sometimes. I dodge often.
I jump. I don't dodge. I just move.
meteor smashes, airborne endurance, critical health, recovery items. We could start pushing this way, but it would take us a while to get to the cool ones. As opposed to if we just keep going this way, we just need 90 for the next. So I think maybe it'll be a good idea to just...
Yeah, I like
pushing.
Poison Smash.
Yeah,
If nothing
Poison Smash
else,
sounds
if
cool.
nothing else, that's a cool name for a band.
Yeah, it is.
So we need it.
So, okay, I guess we'll go back and we'll do our normal Smash fight.
Alright, do you want to do any kind of theme for who we pick?
It's up to you. I think, even though I'm pretty sure we did it last time, I already know what I want to do for the place that we fight, just in my personal opinion.
Did you make a new stage?
No.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out, yeah, this is the one I want. I just want to fight here again.
Oh, okay.
I like this stage. Mementos is really nice. You can even play...
weird.
You know, we can't pick the creative stages from here.
Can't we? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, because we have the two-person
stage
this selection.
This one's going to be annoying.
God. No, why would you do that?
Because we never play there.
It's disgusting.
It is. I'm player one.
God. Ugh.
I'm Megan.
Oh, okay, let me change that. I'm Josh.
So, no theme? No theme. No challenge?
Nah, you can do whatever you want. Oh, I saw somebody point out, by the way, I don't know why people are bothering to go in and figure things out.
Oh, well, I'm here, actually. Where is... Oh, no, it just shows, like, Squirtle,
I think you can change the Pokemon if you go over them and then hit, like, a specific button, but I forget which one it is. Not that, not that, not that. Is it B? No? Is it... no, that's not it. Okay.
Do you have to, like, click on them?
Select?
I can't do it.
Oh, yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
You can select like that, and then you can see the different colors for the
Okay.
Pokemon. Shiny Charizard is black.
That's close.
That's close. But that is the closest one. It's the purple and the gray.
I like that there are skin tone options for the Pokemon trainers.
Yeah.
Which isn't a thing for Red and Leaf, but in later games you get the option, so it makes sense for them to have given you. So.
Alright, so pick your character. I'm gonna pick... I was thinking Ganon, but maybe I'll go with, like... Because we don't really play any of these characters very often. I guess I'll go with Richter.
Alright.
Let's see. I like this color scheme.
We just, on our own time, finished the Netflix Castlevania series.
Yes,
Do you want to talk about that at all?
It's good. The final fight between everybody and the vampires
It's just the Alucard show, which makes sense.
Exceptionally good. Well, no, even like just before it becomes the Alucard show, it's probably one of the best fights in an anime in a long time, where it's just bloody tears playing over like an anime fight between like a bunch of badasses and some vampires.
I feel like the end, it was very... Okay, so this was my only real exposure to actual Castlevania.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can't really say a lot about who should or should not be important. But it's like, you got a human, and a goddamn hybrid creature. And it's like, yeah, there's
well, that's
a
why
reason.
Alucard keeps showing up in the series, by the way.
Like, there's clearly a reason that, like, fucking Dracula's son is going to be the one to finally kill him with, like, the power of love or whatever.
I mean, it's an interesting ending.
It's kind of disappointing that the other characters suddenly stop being useful for a while.
Oh, God, I hate this stage.
I hate that you have an assist trophy, so we're even.
Oh, no.
Fucker.
I guess that's true.
Well, at least I've got a bigger stage to avoid him on. Nice.
Oh, crap. I didn't even know you had a final smash.
I just got it while you were hitting me.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Alright, fair.
Now I'm invincible.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I got lucky.
Come and fight me then, I guess.
Alright. I am. No. Did I get out?
Nope, already outside. Oh my God! What the?
What?
You nicked me in the corner.
I thought I was shooting that bomb.
Oh, are you fucking for real?
How did that? Yeah, I thought I didn't get it.
You dick!
I guess I'm lucky today, or you're not good with Richter.
There's no... You hit me with, like a pixel worth of fucking distance. That was unreal.
Ooh, gotta get to the center.
I'm not even bad as Richter. That's just fucking rough.
It'll be fine. Oh,
Ugh.
well, it's mostly fine. The neat thing with Falco is that you don't really need to use your up B for recovery. You just need to go forward a little bit. So I just use the side B.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, it's a. I didn't think I've realized that Vulpix is even an option. I love.
Yep.
Vulpix is possibly
they've
the
got
prettiest
both forms
Pokemon.
of Vulpix in this.
Aw. Like, I don't know what it is. It's not just, oh, it's a pretty, fluffy fox. It's not just like, oh, it's a dog with hair. I love this. It's like, something about the way they proportion Vulpix is the prettiest of all Pokemon. Oh. Well,
And I died.
missed.
Doesn't matter.
Was this unfair? Should we do
No,
another?
it's fine.
I mean, I'm using my sub-main and you're using a rando.
You also intentionally picked a bad stage, and you somehow clipped me, like, just the ankle of my fucking foot in your final
I
smash.
didn't think it would work.
Yeah,
I'm
well.
sorry.
Alright, final thoughts. The stage you picked, by the way, was the most cancerous stage you could have picked. I just want to say that.
Okay.
The only thing
You
worse
hate
would have
Balloon
been
Fight,
like
so-
Donkey Kong.
Oh,
Like,
no, that's too far. That is too far for me.
You picked a giant stage with walk-offs and insta-kill hazards. Like, what the actual fuck?
Well, I won't pick it next time, just like I won't pick Balloon Fight next time.
Okay, I'm just...
Well,
go
my
ahead.
final thoughts are they just released a big fancy cartoon on Netflix about Castlevania, and neither of the two characters in Smash are the one in that show.
Yeah.
I just find that
They,
weird.
they have his whip, though.
Like, it's
They both have
probably...
his whip.
It's probably not, like, a mistake. It's just like, well, that's the one they wanted to make a story about, and
Yeah.
these two have other reasons to be in Smash.
Richter is their going forward, like, anime Castlevania, and Simon was the first one on NES.
Yeah, and that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So what is Trevor to that? Like, is he just redundant?
Trevor is Simon's great-grandfather, I think? Oh, you didn't mean like that. You
Yeah,
just,
in terms of function, why he wouldn't... Is he just not from a game that's as popular
He
or
doesn't...
something?
Well, his main thing would just be his friends.
Okay.
So
Yeah, and
it's
you're
like
not gonna
Richter,
put all of them
Richter's
in.
on his own, and Simon's on his own, and you could just make a moveset out of their entire thing.
Yeah, and
that's fine.
Alucard is an assist trophy, so...
Yeah, he is.
He would probably be a little OP if he were actually a fighter,
Yeah,
right?
we've been sitting on this for a while.
Okay.
Let's just...
I mean, it is a pretty
Yeah,
Falco.
yeah, well, I have nothing else. Do you?
Not really.
All right, have a good night, everybody.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.